Hi, Mommy. Here's the entrance to the podcast.
Like a little surgeon, like a Freddy's. It didn't stop me all the way to the bathroom. Yeah, records with the green sleeves. And these and yeah, the smoke out. And get the smoke out. And one back cars in the other smoke. Like a bash it up, bash it up, bash it up. Talking back to me, to the wall. Separated. Talking what you mean. Gotta keep on separated.
Thank you for telling me, Mommy. Before we get started, I want to do dab time. We have tweet time, current events, philosophical discussions, and dab time coming up. So thank you for hooking me up, Mommy. This is my first stream, so we're gonna have some kinks in it. Also, I have multiple commissions. What you just saw was a music video that I sent out last week. It is a music video that I made for my song "Come Out and Play." Better now, from Come Out and Play flip from Offspring. But I made this. I made this video. I laid it out what I wanted in this video, and he did a really good job at expressing what I wanted. Let's see what his name is. Hold on a second. If you want to hook up, if you want a video from him, check out Hassan Beg on Fiverr. HASSAN HASSAANBAIG. He did that music video for me. It was kind of expensive, but it's super dope. It's gonna open for every stream from now on. first of all, we're gonna get started with a dab time. So why don't we put up our screen for dab time? We have title screens. I also commissioned title screens for this stream, for every stream. Hopefully we can upgrade and do a little bit different with the title screens. Is this good? There we go. Here we go. There we go. So that's not right in the way. So we can upgrade to these title screens. They're going to get better and better. I put out a lot of money for them, so hopefully they're satisfactory. I like them. They're not my favorite. They could be better. But she said that the person that commissioned them, it's Bella on Bella Commissions on Twitter. The person that commissioned them is doing a really good job. I think I like how it turned out. Take a look. So this is dab time, baby. We're getting our dabs out. Why don't we put on a little music for dab time? I got some music for you. We're going to get into the philosophical discussions here in a little bit. I have a lot to talk about. First of all, this is our first stream, so we're going to get in the philosophy of what Barely Heard Podcast is believing in, what Barely Here believes in, me, and what you believe in, what the right hand and the left hand path may be, and what we believe in as a collective unit. We're going to get to that. I'm excited because basically, before I'm an artist, and before I'm a producer, and before I'm a DJ, and before I'm even a podcaster, which I'm not yet, we'll see if I become a podcaster. Before I do all of that, I'm a philosopher. So, it takes philosophy, and I think that's the master of sciences. It takes philosophy to understand where we even are right now. And we'll get into that, Let's dab. Let's dab.
What's up? Smoke that till I pass out. 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 Take one hit of the stab. 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 What you smoking on? Put one hit on that nail. It's like you floating on. Calm down, we just hit sail. They call me Glob Monster. Take one hit, it won't call. He's Mr. Miyagi, baby. We done wax off. That jazz is trippin'. We living higher than most. We won't come down. My wax is the fire that burns these rookie motherfuckers to the ground. Got that hardcore and that cure on my menu. Light another torch up, do another dab. Now we smoke at the venue. Wax out. Smoke that till I pass out. Wax out. Smoke that till I pass out. Wax out.
Yo, if you got your dab tools ready, get your dab out.
Wax out. Smoke that till I pass out. Take one hit of this dab. 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 I got a slab on it. You begging me give you a taste. I'm in my lab, wanted dabbing. Get out my face. I grip my Dabbergino green thumb competition. I take me a fat hit, mind state, lost my vision. I'm so fucking high, I'm riding on a satellite. I'm looking down at the world, you can't reach my height. We can't teach your type how to hit that rig, how to get that right. Now we hit that big, now we take that flight. Flower made and we bake all night. Wax out, smoke that till I pass out. 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 Take one hit of this dab, take one hit of this dab. Take one hit of this dab, take one hit of this dab. Take one hit of this dab, take one hit of this dab. Take one hit of this dab, take one hit of this dab.
Take one hit of this ninja dab. Wax out, layups, toss up. Walk ups, can't handle all this smoking it.
All right, that's dab time, baby. Let's get into it. I'm excited to get into it. We would sit there and listen to the rest of the song. But I'm too excited to get into it. That was a little dab. Listen, I'm dabbing on the soul cannabis. Larry OG right now. Check this out. Go to the site if you want good flour. Obviously, I'm coughing. This is good BHO. Hits you good. Go to concentrates. This is what I get. Go to concentrates and get yourself some of this. You can get Space Junkie. This sugar is really good, but they ran out of it. Yeah, they're out of stock. They're actually out of stock of these ones too. But I pick up the Larry OG batter. This stuff's really good. I got 12 grams of this last time I ordered. Super good. And I'm an affiliate with this company, Soul Cannabis. If you want to smoke some cannabis, you want some really good THCA, which everything derives from THCA. So if you want some THCA, go hit them up. Use my code BARELY at checkout, BEARLY, all capitals. And you will get 15% off, which is really good. That saves me, like, I don't even know. Like, I've multiple times now, I have ordered from Soul Cannabis, and they have a discount running right now. Just so you know, Soul Cannabis is not going to be always this cheap. Right now, check them out. They have everything like half off, and then you get a discount, and then you get a coupon code. So, like, they have everything half off. Basically, the $100, it's not quite half off. It's like 45% off, 40% off. If you get the Space Sugar or the Guava Gas, it's normally 140 or 150, but right now it's 100. And then you can use my discount code and get 50% off of that. So, hit them up. If you want some great THCA, great quality, some of the best quality of THCA I've ever seen. It's evolving. And listen, why don't we look at this? Why don't we look at this too? I have. Oops. I have a good inclination that these guys are going to be around a while, because if you look up their Grok, if you go to Grok or ChatGPT and look up Soul Cannabis, look up their website. It's a vibrant cannabis crew rallying their sold squad with giveaways and mascot naming fun, believing in spreading chill vibes and premium flower love. They also deal in flower. I just get their cannabis, which is their concentrates, super good, super good. But they also have flower. So, tell me about their factory. Okay, so these guys have a factory out in why oh, okay, so if you were referring to their production process, that's what I'm talking about. So they have emphasizes top shelf and fire quality products, suggesting they work in high quality growers and suppliers. So basically, Soul Cannabis is a company that let me click on their. Tell me about their processing factory. They're really, this is like the best quality oil I've ever had in my life. This is better than the stuff that, why aren't they telling me about it? They told me about it before. Oh, there it is. Okay, so Soul Cannabis, Nevada. This is a vertically integrated cannabis facility in Washoe Valley, Nevada, operating a hybrid greenhouse, extraction lab, and commercial kitchen on site, which is dope because a lot of people send their stuff out to get processed. Usually growers and stuff that want to do their own concentrate send stuff out to get processed. They have it all in-house. They do it all themselves. They process, grow, produce, and process everything in-house. It's super great quality. I've never had this great of quality. Let me show you some of this stuff right now. Look at this stuff. This is 12 grams of Larry OG oil. Super good quality stuff. Look at the color on that, bro. Look at the color on that. That's crazy. Beautiful, beautiful sunshine color. sun-kissed fucking skin. It's beautiful. I love it. Go get you some of this oil. Really good stuff. 15% off if you use Barely at checkout. So what we're getting at? Yeah, that's right. We were going to do philosophical discussions. So why don't we click that on? Boom. We're going to do philosophical discussions now. I'm going to get a little bit of beer. Check this out. We got some Bruce Soyevskis. I'm drinking a little Bruce Soyevsky. So, who are you? They call me Barely here, and I guess I'm a human, right? But that's just what somebody called me. No, nobody knows what we are or who we are. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? When somebody asks you what's up, they're asking you, what are you doing? But really what are they asking you is, are you good? And I think that's the problem right there. We shouldn't be asking if people are good because we know that we aren't. Life is inevitable suffering anyway. So what's down? I guess down would be, let's look at what is and down in physics. What is up and down in physics? The relative directions generally defined in relation to a gravitational field or reference frame. Down typically refers to the direction in when gravity is pulling you, and up is the opposite direction. But what if there were no gravity? You know, what if hold on, let's look this. Hold on, get on my screen here. Come with me. Would up and down be different if gravity didn't make a factor? And really, this isn't about gravity. This is about spiritual up, as in good, or bad, as in evil. But anyway, what I want to get at is that everything is a symbol. So up and down are symbols for good and evil. They're also just like Baphomet. So like up and down, what is up and down to Baphomet? What is what we see as a representation of what we are, and that is Baphomet. So a figure incorporated across various occult and Western esoteric traditions. During trials started in 1307, the Knights Templar were accused of heresy of worshipping a Baphomet, a demonic idol. So basically, Baphomet is all of us. We are, you can choose the left-hand path or the right-hand path, but you're going to have to ultimately do one. You can't choose one or the other. You have to choose, you have to choose the right-hand path or the left-hand path, but each path has a unity of person. So either you choose the right-hand path and you live with your mind dictating what you believe, or you choose a left-hand path and you follow what your heart dictates what you believe. So like the right-hand path is saying that you should have order, that you should stick to traditional values, that there is a Jesus, that there is a Muhammad, that there is a all-encompassing good. There is no all-encompassing good. Love fades. So like you have to understand that when you choose the right-hand path, which is what I was choosing for a long time, you choose the right-hand path, you choose order. And that order turns into rigid order, which turns into chaos. Ultimately, what you're choosing is what you think is real. You're only defending as what order would be. You're only defending order as what order would be if you believe in what you think in your mind. So like when you read a book, when you read the Constitution, when you read the Bible, you say this is real and this is what I believe. So then you do things in your life based on what that says. And only you can experience anything through your mind. So if you transform reality, which is reality, all what you see, whether you know it or not, your third eye sees everything. You see all balance, rigid order, and chaos in your mind at all times. So when you're looking at a Bible, when you're looking at a book, when you're looking at rules and laws and order, basically what it's saying is you have to either create chaos or rigid order, and it'll lead to oblivion. So like basically words aren't enough. Words aren't enough for your heart. Like, that's what I'm trying to say, and that's what the whole point of this podcast is, really. And this will keep reoccurring over and over again, and I'm glad we're tackling it right now. Because words aren't enough. When you think with your brain what this is, and then have pride over it, what are feelings? When does the pride stop? What are feelings, and when does the pride stop, is what I'm trying to say. Why would you choose the right-hand path when there's order, when you could choose the left-hand path? 21 guns, not 31. What am I talking about? Why would you choose pride and order over something you don't understand? Reality, the existence, the universe is constantly changing. Constantly changing. So by the time you describe to me in a courtroom with a bunch of jurors, which are having their own personal perspectives that aren't true either, everything is changing around us at a microscopic level. So you'd have to explain to me in a courtroom over and over again to the end of time where we are if you were to accuse me of something that happened. Or I'd just take a plea deal, which I did. People torture the shit out of me because of this. We'll get into that. So when does the pride stop? The way I think is amazing. I don't know if you can tell this.
Do you know what's worth fighting for when it's not worth dying for? Does it take your breath away and you feel yourself suffocate?
Like a hippo on your chest, like a hippo on your chest.
Does the pain weigh out the pride and you look for a place to hide? Did someone break your heart inside? You're in ruins. 121 guns. Lay down your arms. Give up the fight. 121 guns. Throw up your arms into the sky.
Hands up!
You and I. When
So anyway, so what was the next question? That was the first question. See, everything that you ask, every word that I take, every breath that I take because I'm a rift in time is suffering, therefore creates meaning, therefore I have to express that meaning because I'm a social being, unfortunately, and I have to get out of my head sometimes. So basically every breath that I speak, every word that I say has a tied connection to the early beginning, to the heart, which has a heartbeat that lasts to the ancient times, to the dawn of time. Basically everything you do is the universe experiencing itself. You are the universe experiencing itself. You named your own bones. You named your own brain. You named yourself because you are the universe experiencing itself. So, like, why would you hurt somebody? Why would you put somebody in prison that's transporting drugs that you don't understand what they do to people yet? And then, based on their market value, which you don't know what they are, and they haven't been smoked yet, so they have no market value. And then you're gonna put this limitless being in fucking prison over something you made up! Are you gonna be fine? No. We're not going to be fine. We're going down, and that's the whole thing, is what I'm trying to say. Like, when you take reality and you interpret it and then you express it, you have to do it that doesn't harm anybody. Because why would you do anything other than balanced thought that's beautiful? Why would you take rigid order or chaos and bring it into the world? That's what's happening with Israel right now, is that rigid order, they determine their laws are right, so they're sending billions of dollars worth of bombs to Israel to blow up fucking Palestinians. Is it worth fighting for? I don't think it is. Fuck no. Are you kidding me? There's fucking crazy amounts of people starving. Oh, by the way, if you're in my page right now, you can go down to the About section and go to the feedingamerica.org webpage. I think I have a link to the webpage. If I don't, I have a link to my donations. You can donate right now. Each dollar goes to 10 meals. And I've donated, I think, 1,510 meals. So that's around $150. If you want to donate even 2, 3, 1, whatever, just type that it's for Feeding America and I'll add it to my tally and we'll donate more next month. I think I'm going to actually, because I realized that I'm not using my food stamps. I realized that I have food stamps that I can use. I'm going to send more money every month to Feeding America instead of 25. I send 25 a month. Instead of 25, I'm going to send 50. Because I have, if not more, I don't know. Because I'm looking at it, I have $300 a month in food stamps. Or $220 or something like that. So, like, I already paid 25 and I haven't been using it. So, I may as well just, for at least 5 or 6 months, send $50. See how it lasts. But what I was saying is, hold on, what was this? Get out of here. Are you going to be fine? No, we're not going to be fine. We're not going to be fine. Things aren't going to be okay. And that's one of the hardest things for people to get over. That's one of the biggest things. And that's one of the, philosophically, it took me years and years and years to get over the fact of pride and hope. It took me years and years and years, but they trained me with torture to get over the fact of pride and hope. Because there is no hope. There is no pride. Well, there's a little bit of hope. I guess you can hope for tomorrow, but there is no faith that it will come. If you have faith that you're going to have a better tomorrow, I'm sorry, but it's not going to come. You're crazy. It just keeps going down. We're going down. We're going down. It's rigid order because of reality. Our reality will turn into what we turn into every day. Will be rigid order or chaos, and eventually it will collapse into nothing, and we will have a heat death, which is one of my. Where are we going? We're going to a heat death. Not heaven. Basically, heaven and hell is in your head right now. It's the right hand or left hand path. It's heart or mind.
Taking all of us for a ride. Minds overtaken by the signs of the right. The bombs are falling overhead with no say. While you are talking all the time, so tell us where you're going. To the bottom. Do you hear us? We are rotting. We're going down in a spiral to the ground. No one's gonna save us
He didn't say God doesn't exist.
Save us. Where do you expect us to go when the bombs fall? Where do you expect us to go when the bombs fall? Where do you expect them to go when the bombs fall?
We need peace!
Where do you expect us to go when the bombs fall? We're taking all of us for a ride. Minds overtaken by the signs of the right. The bombs are falling overhead with no sign while you are talking. Hold it, dashed it, dashed it, dashed it, dashed it, dashed. Going down in a spiral to the ground.
No beer.
No one's gonna save us now.
Not even God! No one saved us! No one saved us! No one saved us! No one's gonna save us now!
Where do you expect us to go when the bombs fall?
So they wanted me to fight for them. They wanted me to fight for them. They came to my fucking high school and they recruited fucking high school students that are 18 years old, can't even drink yet, to go fucking blow up fucking Iraqi people and shit. Let's talk about Iraq. Let's talk about the Battle of Fallujah. Hold on. We have a lot more to go through. We have current events coming up and dab time and tweet time coming up. Where are we going? Well, we're going to a heat death. Oh, we already answered that. What is our guide? Well, that is our heart. The mind. The mind. None of this is a secret. It's just extremely to find out. It's extremely hard to find out. None of this is a secret. Let's find out why does the heart over mind guide us philosophically? Philosophy basically is the entire reason. Philosophically, some argue prioritizing the heart, intuition, emotion, and inner values over the mind, reason, logic, and intellect as a guide for life decisions. This stems from the belief that emotions and intuitions are deeper, more authentic, and align more closely with one's true self and values, leading to a greater integrity and fulfillment. Basically, this is the concept for most of rock music and pop culture, counterculture, is to say that anything that you don't guide with your heart, basically guiding with your mind. Who said, let's say, the heart, the mind is a good, wait, the heart is a good master. What does that mean? What is that quote? There's a quote that says, and I need to know who the quote says so that I can attribute it to the philosopher and then look at his philosophy. So, what is the quote? It says, the mind is a good servant, but a bad, there it is, but a bad master. Who says that? highlights the duality of the mind. It can be a powerful tool when used intentionally and constructively, or the source of suffering when it takes over and controls our thoughts and emotions. Okay, so the mind is a tool. When you say that anything comes from the mind and you try to dictate you try to use rigid order, basically anything out of balance with what you're using as your intellect or your reason. Because basically the heart is matter and the mind is not. So when you're projecting your thoughts, they aren't true. Nothing that you can say is true. It's all just bias and perspective. It has nothing to do with the truth. There is no truth. Everything is moving. If you could explain the truth, it wouldn't exist. If you had proof, it wouldn't exist. If you were perfect, you wouldn't exist. Ugly is beautiful. That's what I'm trying to say, is that, like, the heart is ugly. The heart has teeth. The heart attacks and defends itself. But it doesn't have pride enough to defend others. You can't say that someone that isn't supporting you, you should support them. That's just the cold hard facts about it. You want to say that there's all-encompassing good, that there's something that's good for everybody, that there's a right way, and there simply isn't. So when you project your nothingness onto the world, it leads where? Nowhere. Nothing. So, like, why can't you let your heart guide and, like, let the universe guide you? Like, why would you let your mind guide you? It's not the universe that's ugly. It's not reality that's ugly. It's you. Do you understand? You are nothingness. You are nowhere. You consciousness can't be understood. So why would you project it onto the universe? And that's what I'm doing right now. So why would you project it onto the universe? Why would you say that you're going to hurt somebody? Because here's the thing. When I'm saying my reality and I'm projecting my reality onto the universe, I have an intention. What is yours? Is yours to stop transgenders and gays? Is yours to stop brown people and black people? Is yours to stop fucking immigrants from coming into a place that they are legal to be at? Mine isn't. Mine is about putting out beauty. Why would you destroy when you can create? Okay, so when you come from a place of rigid order or chaos, you ultimately destroy what you touch. When you balance yourself with is the universe that's balanced, and you create from it, that's what's beautiful. That's what I've been doing. So, like, there's a difference between me and you. When you just subtweet me some bullshit because you think that I've been saying some whatever, you'll realize that you're putting out negativity in chaos. You're in a place of chaos. You're not balanced. If you were balanced, you would create something from that rather than try to destroy. That's what I've been doing. Let's listen to this. So I was abandoned as a child. At 2 years old, my parents divorced. At 5 years old, I moved in with my grandma. At 11 years old, I was put into foster care, and I went to 3 different foster cares. And at 17 years old, I had been to 12 different schools. I know what it's like to be abandoned by everyone in your life but your current fucking therapist. It's fucking crazy. So when I'm saying that people abandon me based on their minds, I didn't abandon you. I'm right here. All this shit that I've been through, torture, harassment, unlimited fucking torture, years of harassment, fucking psychological torment, torture, harassment, fucking memeing it out, people making fun of me, all becoming a viral whatever. And here I am, right now, promoting something, not just positivity, because I don't think that exists, but wholeness. Everything over nothing. Nothing. Everything. mind, heart, I choose the left-hand path.
Fucking life, I will show you life, bleeding till the end, don't wanna feel again, burn, I can't feel my face, Lord, I'm just a fucking disgrace. Tear down your machine. Please, can you not see you're not free? The alienation. Touch my halo. Light goes out at once. Because it's a hunt. Give me a fucking gun. I will show you love. That shit's worth nothing. When crying moon swing. Do you see these fucking crazy eyes? It push and kill and fucking murder you thrice. Sitting inside my mind telling my lies. No mirror up to you, you won't think twice. Leave me alone in my mind. I've got no You're still breathing! That handle on your chest! Soon it will crush you, and I will be there standing till the last! Look at the freak! No home! Lost in the world! Abandoned! Abandoned! Will be no hope for me. All these years I've been searching for peace. Can you see that nothing isn't meant for me? So I will choose just everything.
Do you get it? Do you get it, bro? It's so genius. Oh my god, I'm a fucking genius. I fucking love it. I made that. Okay, so I found that beat. All that metal beat was called groove metal, and I found it on, I can't remember the website. Fucking, I'm not gonna remember it. I don't fucking remember. It was really good, and they have like 50 fucking tracks on there, so I'm gonna go back. If I can find it again. Fuck, how am I going to find it again? Maybe I can go to my emails. Good stuff. And I laid that track down probably, I think it's on my, actually, I think it's still on my channel, on this channel. Before I turned it to Barely Heard Podcast, it was Barely Here, DJ Barely Here. And you can go back and look at my previous tracks, previous streams. I think it's still on there. So how does the right-hand path function? What is God? So God is love, right? God is love. But here's the thing where we get confused. I think, and a lot of people don't think this, a lot of people think that love is eternal and that there's a true love, that an all-loving, omnipresent being, which is crazy. I think that love as an emotion, dopamine and serotonin make an emotion that called love, and that love, which we can't describe or understand, dictates what we do in reality. So what is love? What is love? Well, that love is God. And the people say that what we do in reality is God's will, but we can choose to do differently because we're imperfect human sentient beings. So I don't think that there's... And basically what it is doing the will of spherical nothingness. It's digging and clawing and trying to make everybody yourself. Digging and clawing to spherical nothingness, and eventually with rigid order you'll end up nowhere. So that's what God is. If you want to say it's an all-loving, omnipresent person, and that's why we are right now. Here we are with thousands and thousands of people dying every day in capitalism because people believed in God so long that they're leading us nowhere. So God is love. It's good and bad. It can be hate and love can be used as good and bad. They're just tools. The mind is a tool. It has nothing to do with your heart. Everything I say is a lie. Everything everybody says is a lie. So I'm just going to take this as a time to, before I talk about the government in Israel, I'm going to say that this is a public announcement that everything I say is alleged. It can't be proved in the court of law, and I lie constantly, and so do you. So you can't hold me accountable for anything I say, or defamation of character, or slander, or accused of some other stupid bullshit because you think that I'm telling. But basically what I'm saying is this is my perspective. It has nothing to do with the truth. I don't know what the truth is. You could try to dictate a truth, and they will try to give you a truth. People will tell you all kinds of... When I get done with this podcast, there's going to be tweets, and people are going to be subtweeting and all kinds of shit. So, like, they're going to try to tell you their truth, and I'm going to try to tell you mine. This doesn't matter. It's not real. It's not real. It doesn't matter. What you believe is the only thing that matters. That's what I'm trying to say. So, like, you could take the organization... What is that quote from Nietzsche that says... quote from Nietzsche... Oh, wait. I think that quote is Nietzsche. The mind is a bad master. It may not be a direct quote from Nietzsche, but it aligns with the sentiment found of this philosophy regarding the role of the body and the will. The mind is a wonderful servant, but a bad master. The mind is a powerful tool. Like a skilled servant, it can be used to create things like music, podcasts, and DJing. The mind shouldn't control you. Allowing your thoughts and desires to completely dictate your actions and outlooks can be detrimental. Like saying that because you're using your mind to say that this person took a hostage, so now that you're going to use your pride and defend somebody else based on what you think is real, you're going to kill a bunch of people based on that. So that's fucking crazy. You guys are fucking crazy. So the self or will to power is superior. Nietzsche emphasizes the importance of following one's will and instinct, suggesting the body has wisdom that transcends intellectual thought. The mind is a wonderful servant, but a mad master. That is the quote that I was looking for, and crazy enough, it's Nietzsche, bro. It's Nietzsche. How did I know? That's crazy. I love Nietzsche. All right, so everything is changing. Agreed. Everything is changing to determine there is no truth. What is the truth but lies agreed upon? Lies agreed upon. I'm getting drunk. Oh my god. What is the truth but lies agreed upon? Suggests that what is commonly accepted is... Oh, I just got harassed. Somebody just came by and revved above my house. What time is it? 7:49! Woo! So 47 backwards is 7:49. 9:40. So 9 is the number that we should look at right now. This is what I'm talking about. All right, so this is how the CIA communicates. This is crazy. Am I on my... So, look at my... It's 7:49. In spiritual context, number 9 is associated with completion, finality, and spiritual awakening, as well as the fruits of God's Holy Spirit. It's seen as the sign of new beginnings, a call to let go of the old to embrace the new. See, this is why I don't think the CIA is all horrible and that the Five Eyes is not doing horrible things. Because, like, are they just choosing themselves? Or are they choosing everybody else? Because they sent a bunch of bombs to Israel. The United States military police complex sent a bunch of bombs to Israel to blow up $40 billion worth of bombs, by the way. To blow up a bunch of Palestinian children. But then they say that I'm chosen. They say that they want to choose me to, like, represent this truth. Is this the New World Order? Am I ushering? And I might be. Who knows? You could decide. If you think that what I've said is worth anything, you are the believer, so who knows? Am I ushering the New World Order? I don't know. I'm too drunk for that. I can't usher in the New World Order. Are you kidding? So if you know who I've been and what I've done over the last 12 years, you can see where I am right now. So this is what they did. I don't know what the 9 significant. I don't think the 9 had anything to do with it. Maybe it's completion. Who knows? So what is the truth but a lie agreed upon? And everybody that's in a juror's room in a courtroom is dictating what they think to be real, but each of them are lying. And none of them know what's real. Reality is constantly changing, so by the time you would describe where you are and what you're doing, reality has changed so much you're going to have to do it again. So, like, there is no reality. There is no truth. Stop saying there's a fucking truth. This person is bad. This person is good. This person is bad. This person is good. There is no truth. You can say whatever you want, but that doesn't make it your assumptions and your perspective doesn't hold any bearing in my reality unless I agree too. You know what I'm saying? So, like, do you agree with me? I don't know. I don't agree with a lot of you. I think you're fucking crazy. I think about 98% of the American public, left and right and center, are propagandized to fight against each other in some horrible fucking civil type war of propaganda that they've legalized for like 30 years now. So, like, propaganda since 2001 has been crazy. And do you notice there's no civil leaders? That's another thing. And what is our purpose? Well, you make your own purpose. You make your own purpose. There is no God's will. There is your will. There is no deity. You are the deity. That doesn't make you God, because you aren't love. You don't create and destroy. You aren't love. You aren't love. You're ugly. It's beautiful, but you aren't love. So why would you try to project something you aren't onto everybody else? When we say that we're toxic positivity and we like, oh, if only I fucking did this, but I'm a loving fucking person. So I love you guys. If only I did that. That's not love. You're fake love. That's mind love. That's telling me what you think to be true and then reversing it and telling me what you think is real. That's not real love. The mind doesn't love. The mind is fake love. So we see a lot of bombing, right? That's fake love. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, I gotta pee. And I'm gonna go out for a cigarette. I gotta pee and go out for a cigarette. And we have so much more to get through philosophical discussions. And we've been here for an hour already. So, We're not gonna stop. If this takes 3 or 4 hours, then it takes 3 or 4 hours. I gotta go pee. And then I'm gonna have a cigarette. We've been here for an hour, so I gotta have a cigarette. If I'd have known it'd take this long, I wouldn't have packed up beers. Wow, why am I peeing so long? Holy God, that's a lot of pee. Huh. Woo! Wow! All right, I'm gonna go pee. Or I'm gonna go have a cigarette after peeing because that was awesome. We're gonna take this off and we're gonna put. Hold on. Let's put on. No, not this one. Let's put on window capture. Boom. And we're gonna put on some music while I'm out. I'm gonna go have a cigarette. I'll be right back. what I was getting at was, okay, so we build and there's no devil to stop us. That's what I'm trying to say, is that the devil is yourself. There is no devil. There is no all-encompassing good. There is no all-encompassing bad to determine what you do. You can choose that in your mind. You can do that, but the universe is in balance. And the thing is, it wouldn't be if we didn't come from a single point. If we didn't come from a single point, things wouldn't be in balance. It's as simple as that. They muddy the waters. They muddy the waters to confuse you. They muddy the waters to say that this is good and this is bad and you should do this and you should do that. But really, the closest thing I can say to the truth is silence. That's the closest thing I can say to the truth. What are some philosophers that speak of existence? Plato argued that the true reality exists in the realm of forms, where there are perfect. I think the realm of forms is our dreams. The true reality isn't reality. It isn't something that's constantly changing. The true reality, what we believe to be real, is real. What our dreams are, and we turn into reality, that is what's real. So, unchanging concepts or ideals, forms that physical objects in a world are imperfect representations of. That's what I'm trying to say. The forms are seen as more real than physical objects, representing the true essence of things. And I believe this to be true. I believe your dreams are more real than reality, or what people dictate to be reality, based on the philosophy of realism. And this has great implications. This determines everybody's actions throughout history. So for thousands and thousands of years, for 2,000 years approximately, since 2025 is 2025, so 2020 or 0 AD, they've been saying that there is an all-encompassing good and an all-encompassing bad, and there is a devil, and that you should resist the devil and you're going to go to hell after life. This is all fear tactics, and it's disgusting. It's been going on for a long fucking time, and it's on its way out. You know, there's probably about, like, I think that the population is about 35% agnostic to atheist, and it's on its way to going 100% atheist. Slowly over the last 20 years, it's gone like another 15%. So, anyway. Aristotle differed from Plato by arguing the forms cannot exist independently of matter. Aristotle differed from Plato by arguing that forms cannot exist independently of matter. And that's something that I also agree with. I'm saying that things are the true essence of forms is what our dreams are, but they couldn't exist without a material world, because we wouldn't know anything. We would be nowhere. Criticize the ontological... Okay, so Enlightenment and modern philosophers. Immanuel Kant criticized the ontological argument for God's existence by arguing that existence is not a real predicate or property that can be deducted from the definition of a concept. So what I've been saying for about 4 years now is that there's concepts all the way up and down everything we know to be true. There's a paradox on everything that we know to be true, because we come from a point, and that physics comes back and forth, and it determines our philosophy of ideas and what we know to be real, unless we disconnect from our mind and we guide with our heart. So that's why we have so many problems right now, is that we're not doing that. Is that a lot of people don't know that to be true because it's a hidden knowledge, and I'm extremely smart and all that shit. So like, Friedrich Nietzsche said, associated with the concept of nihilism, where he suggests the death of God and the loss of moral absolutes, which I believe we aren't moral absolutes. We are moral relativists. There are moral absolutes, and that's why we have war. For pride and retribution and reconciliation or revenge, which is crazy. I don't know what the fuck anybody would do revenge for. But, what was I saying? Oh, it says a concept of Neil. His idea of eternal recurrence challenges individuals to embrace life in its entirety. Because here's the difference. If you choose the right-hand path, you're choosing rigid order. You're saying that what you believe to be true is more real than what you believe to be true is more true. What you believe God says to be true is more true than what you believe to be true, is what I'm trying to say. So, his idea of a eternal recurring challenges individuals to embrace life in its entirety. So instead of choosing rigid order or chaos, darkness or light, choose all of it and find balance, because that is everything versus nothing. That's where the term all or nothing comes from, because literally it is all or nothing. You decide that you choose all of everything or nothingness. You choose to make everybody yourself or let them be themselves. And your mind is the only devil, man. It's the fake love. There is no real devils. There is no all-encompassing bad thing. Your mind is a tool. If you use it to guide you, you will end up hurting somebody or yourself. I promise. Let go of your head. Follow your heart. Your heart says that when you're in extreme pain, you've lost your job, you've been divorced, your dog died, and you crashed your truck, that you want to kill yourself. You don't really want to kill yourself. You love life. You wish you could have those things back. You will get them back. You don't want to kill yourself. You just want the pain to end. Embrace the pain. Learn from it. Understand what it is, because that's all you're going to get. That's all we're going to get is our pain. So, emphasize the... Okay, so Soren Kierkegaard, you know Kierkegaard, emphasized the importance of subjectivity in understanding truth and existence, argued that subjective truth is the highest truth attainable. Subjective truth is the highest truth. He believed that individuals must confront existential uncertainty and make courageous choices to live authentically. I don't understand that. I don't think that there is a highest emphasis. Subjectivity and okay, so that makes sense. So the importance of subjectivity is subjective truth, not objective truth, is the highest truth attainable. Basically saying that you don't know what God has for you. You don't take a book and guide it statically as law to everyone around you. Because when you do that, that is not subjective, that is objective. You're using an object to determine what people's lives should be, and it's not subjective. And that is the cause of suffering. And why can't we just have peace, bro? So this is the end of our philosophical discussion segment. We're going to move on to current events. No, let's do a dab time. Let's do dab time. Dab time. We're going to do a dab. It's time for a dab. Let's listen to music. I want to hear this song again.
The bombs are falling overhead with no say while you are talking all the time. So tell us where you're going to the expect us to go where the bombs fall? Where do you expect us to go where the bombs fall? Where do you expect them to go where the bombs fall? Where do you expect us to go when the bombs fall? Take it, all of us for a ride. Minds overtaken by the signs of the right. The bombs are falling overhead with no sound while you are talking. All this cash, going down in a spiral to the ground. No one's gonna save us Where do you expect us to go when the bombs fall?
Good dab. So next we're gonna do current events. I have a couple things pulls up for that. Let's check it out. Okay, I think before we go any further, I think it's really important that we address this. Mental health. How to focus on mental health in today's political climate, because a lot of people aren't dealing with what I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with getting tortured by the CIA a lot. So I have a lot of trauma, and I process things differently, and I act in a different way towards some people based on what they say. Based on the CIA using V2K weapons on me to try to get me to determine, like, things that aren't real, and, like, to act in a way that hurts myself or somebody else so that they can eliminate me. The CIA. Basically, what I've just said, everything I've told you, is a direct detriment to what they believe in, and is a counter perspective to the U.S. military police industrial complex. So they're trying to destroy me. What can you do? I think it's important for you. It's not important for me. I don't give a fuck. I don't have any pride over myself. There's no book that says that I need to be alive, that there's something that I should have pride over, that I should fight for somebody or something based on what I believe. There's nothing that says that that's possible. I'm just lucky to be here, and I'm grateful that I'm here. But there's nothing that says that I should exist, so I'm not fighting them for anything. I don't think they should die. I don't think they should be put in prison or held hostage or fuck. The thing is with law, there is no forgiveness. That's not me. I forgive. I don't care. Pain is experience. Like, I don't know. That's why I'm so genius, because, like, I've been through it. But, like, you should be worrying about your mental health. Managing stress, setting boundaries, and engaging in self-care. It also includes being mindful of news consumption. Don't listen to the news. Every time I go into my therapist's office, she says, have you been watching the news? Because I'll say something like Israel or something like that, and she'll say, did you watch the news? And I'll say no. Because I don't watch the news. I haven't watched the news since 2010. Don't watch the news. That shit's ridiculous. And before I even watched the news in 2010, I didn't watch it at all. So, be intentional with news and media. Limit exposure, especially before bed, and choose reputable sources. Reputable sources. So not Fox News, not CNN, because they're both fucking left and right. Find some, what is that one site? I think there's a site that Channel 5 News uses. Check out Channel 5 News, this news source. Their news source is really good, and I think it costs like $5 a month or something, but like it's totally worth it because if you're going to get your news, if you're going to want news, $5 a month for the Channel 5 News reputable source is not bad at all. That's fucking great. And it has like really, arguably, centrist ideas, so I think that's really good too. Set boundaries, focus on constructive conversations, listen actively, find common ground, and be willing to learn. Take breaks when needed, avoid conversations that are emotionally triggering. Engage in self-care, prioritize activities that will help you relax and recharge, such as exercise, meditation, or connecting with loved ones. Basically, this engage in self-care, this whole section right here is don't doom scroll. Don't doom scroll. That's what this means to me. And also take a shower, enjoy my cigarettes, whether that's not caring or not, I don't give a fuck what you think I should not be killing myself. I don't give a fuck what you think I should do with my life. I enjoy my cigarettes, and it is a mental release. So, that's more important to me than my physical body. I don't give a shit. That's just me, though. A lot of people care about their physical body, and they're like, this has everything to do with my mental health. And I'm like, I don't know. It feels like I'm still in a great place all the time, and I don't work out. Maybe if I start working out again. But then again, the last time I worked out, I was getting tortured. So I don't know if it'll be the same or not. So identify and avoid triggers. Recognize the situation of people that cause you stress and try to avoid them. Practice mindfulness. Engage in activities that help you be present in the moment and reduce rumination. Cultivate gratitude. Focus on positive aspects of your life and find joy in everyday moments. This is something that I do courageously. I love to go get myself a fucking 4-piece from Dairy Queen, or go to the park with Puffco, or hang out with my dog just by laying down beside him and hanging out. Getting kisses from my other dog. She'll lick my leg for like 5 minutes. It's the cutest fucking thing. She'll just go, love you, dad, love you, dad. And I'm like, what are you doing? Little silly girl. She'll be like, my leg. I hang out with my cats. Hanging out with my cats. Petting my one kitty. He likes to climb into bed with me, and he lays on my right side, and he'll get his belly out and he'll go, and he'll purr real loud. Oh my god, his loud ass purrs, so cute. So you read all this by now, so do all that. It's good for you. Connect with supportive friends and family. I do this every day. I talk to my mom probably twice a day. Seek professional help. I have therapists, psychiatrists, and a case manager. I do that every week. Remember, you're not alone. Absolutely not true. You are alone. No one knows who you are. Only you know who you are. No one will ever know who you are. You are completely alone. Even me that has mind control weapons on me, I'm completely alone. They just get in there sometimes. But really, there's a me that beyond that still stays me. Yeah, so what was the next topic? Current events. International Israel policy. Let's look this up. And then the UN stance on Gaza, because I want to talk about that too. Because I don't think they're doing enough. According to reports from the Middle East Council on Global Affairs, Israel has recently shifted its message regarding Gaza, acknowledging that the territory has been rendered unlivable and pushing for removal of its population. This change in stance has led to accusations of genocide, particularly concerning the dire humanitarian situation and forced displacement of Palestinians in Gaza. Accusations of genocide and Israeli response. So response is humanitarian crisis. I'm fucking drunk. Let's take another drink. Organizations like Amnesty International and Human Rights, which has reported that Israel is being committing acts amounting to genocide in Gaza, citing widespread destruction, forced displacement, and restrictions on aid leading to starvation and annihilation. Okay, so they stopped multiple fucking food shipments, and they've been bombing fucking schools and hospitals and shit. Probably 200,000 dead. Only reported about 60. Only reported about a month ago was about 40. So they had to. Ridiculous. International Court of Justice. The ICJ has provisionally ruled multiple times that Israel is engaging in genocidal acts in Gaza, ordering the immediate cessation of the siege, opening of borders, and allowing entry of essential aid. Amnesty International's research concludes that Israel is committing genocide in Gaza and has persisted in these acts despite warnings and legally blind decisions from ICJ. This is fucking horrible. Are you kidding me? So the problem is not with Jewish people. Let's get that out of the way. The elephant in the room. The problem is not with Jewish people. The problem is with Zionism. Let's just get that out of the way. So there's nothing wrong with the Kabbalah or the Sephirot, the Torah or the Bible. It's what you do with it. And what they've done with it is created a far-right authoritarian regime that destroys people in the hundreds of thousands. Just like the United States have done, because the state is accused of everything they owning being stolen. But we can't say that. We can't hold them accountable, and retribution needs to be had. Maybe restitution, but not retribution. There's something that says that we need revenge for things because we learn from history, or so we thought. This might be the end, dude. I don't even know. Because, like, we're getting closer and closer to a nuclear holocaust, and we're getting closer and closer to an actual holocaust. There's 280,000 people stuck in an AI hive mind, V2K, MK Ultra style concentration camp right now in America. 280,000. I'm one of them. I get harassed all the time. I get fucking shit turns off on my computer. They turned off my microphone last week. 2 weeks ago, remember my last stream? They have control over every bit of software that you have in your house. Software, not hardware. They can't turn your lights off and on and shit like that. But they can turn off your fucking... Like, they fucked with my cat's litter box because it's Bluetooth. And it has an app. They fucked with that. When I walked by it, they turned it off and turned it back on when they said something to me. They use extremely low frequencies to talk to you. Let's talk about that. Guy's elf weapon. Look at this shit. So this is MK Ultra global, MK Ultra style fucking terrorism that the CIA is doing. So this guy was a Navy Yard shooter. Aaron Alexis used a valid ID to enter a military complex in Washington, D.C. and take a shooting spree that took 13 people, including himself. Like carving my elf weapon into his shotgun and hearing voices. Paint a picture of a man with a mental problems who nevertheless managed to pass multiple background checks. Here's the thing. They've had elf weapons. They've had... extremely low frequencies. They've been using V2K weapons since MK Ultra. MK Ultra, when they closed it down in the CIA in 1974, 1975, it went global. And they've been using these. In 1992 was actually when they got the most upgraded, what they use now, weapons that they're using with extremely low frequencies to communicate with these 280,000 concentration camp victims. Usually, these concentration camp victims are civil leaders, church leaders, activists, group leaders, community leaders. And you'll notice that these people just go crazy or whatever the fuck, and everybody says they're nuts and they just lost their mind or whatever. But they're not. They fucking got terrorized and tortured. Just like this guy. Just like I am. Just like, what's his name? Kanye West is getting right now with his whole Nazi spiel. He doesn't realize that they can use elf weapons on him. And they got him fucking twisted all back and forth. He's saying sorry and he's going back and he's saying sorry and he's going back. They can do whatever they want. They can get you to believe whatever they want. With hyper game theory. Hyper game theory dictates they can say thousands of messages and pinpoint you. Boom, 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 boom. It's how they use software. Hyper game theory is how they conduct software to make the most efficient fucking outcome to a program or a processor. It's the same thing with MK Ultra. They use hyper game theory. They go boom, 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 boom with this sentence, this sentence, this sentence, this sentence. Your perspective, your background, boom, 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 boom. Thousands of years of history that they know of, and then Operation Paperclip, which they were testing on Jews that they allowed in Germany, and that Operation Paperclip, they brought the U.S. scientists brought the Nazi scientists over to America to continue global experiments on human citizens. And they have been doing them ever since. So anyway, let's talk about it. It was frustrated with the government. Half of fans felt former neighbor. He worked near the Twin Towers. Soon after the shooting, discovered that Alex was arrested in Seattle for shooting out the tires on an unmanned vehicle. He told Seattle police that he was present during the tragic events of September 11, 2001, and was disturbed by them. That's weird, because I was disturbed by the tragic events of 2001. Because 2001, September 11th, was an inside job. Let's just talk about that. Whether it is or it isn't, I'm alleged, and so are you. We don't have the truth. Nobody can tell me the truth. You don't have the truth. I don't have the truth. But I'm going to tell you from my perspective that 2001, September 11th, was an inside job. They shuffled up the rubble and shipped it overseas as soon as it was over. They scrambled NORAD the morning of multiple times. Jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams. And they found some picture of a fucking terrorist on the sidewalk in the middle of fucking 2011. So, it's a joke. It was the CIA. They were directly involved, and buildings don't fall at free fall speed. I'm sorry, but they don't. And buildings don't fall for no reason, especially by taking exterior damage. And even having fires on the floor of Building 7. It doesn't make them fall. Building 7 was a CIA either headquarters or operations center that held a lot of secrets. And the collapsing of that let them let go of all of everything they had secret over the last 30 years or whatever, for like civil wars or whatever, civil leader harassment and whatever the fuck they did. That day, with the collapsing of the Twin Towers, the trillions of dollars were gone unaccounted for and debt was erased. Trillions of dollars of debt was erased from the United States government that day because the Twin Towers lost all that information. And buildings don't... Did I already say this? Buildings don't fall at free fall speed. I'm sorry, but they don't fall at free fall speed, so... Something's fishy. Why would there be explosions coming out of a building? And why wouldn't they dictate that in the 9/11 Commission? And why is the 9/11 Commission missing all of the information that you need to be determined whether it is or isn't an inside job? So anyway, 9/11 MK Ultra is an inside job as well. Let's look at MK Ultra. Let's look at V2K weapons. V2K weapons from Targeted Justice. Let's look at this. Okay, so Targeted Justice is an organization fighting for freedom, peace, and restorative justice for targeted individuals. That's something that I am. A lot of people don't even think this exists, but it does. It's very real. And 280,000 Americans are suffering from being targeted by the CIA and many other hive mind. The reason why they can do this is because they use hive mind AI to keep people in a mental prison. It's crazy. I've been layers and layers and layers deep and only got out of it because I'm so smart and creative and productive and hilariously fucking clever. A lot of people don't get as far as I have. So, what is targeted individual? Targeted individuals are victims of government weaponization selected by the deep state to unwillingly participate in an experimental CIA torture program. 75% of victims do not realize they are targeted. And I didn't realize I was targeted until 2016, but I was been targeted. This is probably 1992, when my uncle died of suicide because he lost his girlfriend, and they tortured the shit out of him for months on end until he eventually killed himself so that I would have an origin story. This program was developed and I would have something to tell people when I went to the mental hospitals from being tortured all my life. This mental program was developed under the CIA MK Ultra program. It is designed to break down the individual and neutralize the person using psychological, physical, and emotional stress. The ultimate goal of this program is to control the entire population to intimidation, fear, and threats. Conservatives, political activists such as January 6ers, whistleblowers, scientists, Christians are some of the main targets of the program. However, many people are randomly chosen. Family and spousal relationships are usually destroyed as the psychological torture that ensues. Targets of victims are of lawfare, are illegally harassed, stalked, and surveilled. For the full description of the implications, please click the button below. All right, let's learn more. More terrorists and false flag are false flag. Most terrorists are false flag terrorists are created by our own security services. In the United States, every single terrorist incident we have has been a false flag, has been an informant pushed on by the FBI. So this is David Steele, the Marine intelligence officer and former CIA officer. So he's basically saying that everyone you see in these, like, what I'm telling you, the implications of this, that Moloch is being worshipped, is what I'm telling you. They can literally control these kids, like that fucking guy that did that shit, what's his name, with the red hair. MK Ultra hit ass. What's his name? The guy that did the Batman shooting. With the red hair. That guy was definitely MK Ultra. Basically, probably like 50% of the students, the copycats, there's copycats, of course. Now there is, of course. But probably 50% of all these shootings that you see nowadays that are happening in schools, MK Ultra. They're worshiping Moloch. They're sacrificing children. It's not bad. You can't say that it's bad. How could you say that anything is bad or anything is good? You only exist to experience everything. You have no judgment in your head. Like, when I say that this is bad, how do I know? What do I know what good is? What do I know what bad is? I don't know anything other than my feelings. There is no good or bad. I can't say that. I mean, basically, I'm like a friend saying to the CIA right now, listen, y'all are fucked up. You've been fucking up for a long time. And if you don't stop fucking up, people are going to wake up and they're going to start fucking you up. So, like, as a friend, as someone that loves everybody, you better stop fucking around because this shit's going to come back. And karma, whether you believe it or not, if you believe karma's real, this shit's gonna get fucking crazy. I don't believe it's real. It's still gonna get crazy. So, I mean, like, you can wake up or you can stay in your boxes or whatever. But people are not gonna stand for that. They're either gonna stop thinking with their head or think with their head. And that's going to be a problem. If they think with their head and they try to do something that I'm not doing, if they try to use pride to say that I'm going to kill you because you're killing me based on something that they think is real, which a lot of people do, and a lot of these people are civil leaders and church leaders and whatever, I would say don't kill anybody. I would simply say let's repeal these laws, but they don't know them to exist. Our neuroscience and the propaganda has been so fucking deep for the last 30 years. The neuroscience laws can't catch up with what our current laws are, and they can't hold them accountable. That's what I would say how we fix this. I would say we vote third party next election. Jill Stein or somebody else. Third party. Because that'll get rid of 100 fucking bases across the Middle East. Lower our defense budget. Or which basically is our offense budget, because the government doesn't know defense, they know offense. Offense is the best defense, am I right, CIA? And eliminate basically all the problems that happen in corrupt systems by reforming the military police industrial complex, basically, is what I think our future would be. And if, I think that's not our future. That's the step to our future. Our future is becoming an anarcho-syndicalist nation. Our future is becoming an anarcho-syndicalist nation. And you can look this up. I'm not going to look it up right now. I know what it means. But we're only going to get there through third-party voting. We're not going to get there through extremes. The CIA and FBI are most, if not all, terrorism. The CIA and FBI are behind most, if not all, terrorism. Ted Gunderson, former FBI chief. The CIA are the most successful terrorists to ever exist in the history of the world. Better than they don't get caught. That's the thing. Like, unlike Hitler, they can have a concentration camp in the future that doesn't hinder public perception. Nobody knows this is happening, other than you now. So the CIA is the most successful terrorist in history. They did 9/11. They created ISIS. They created IC. They created the Al-Qaeda. They created the Taliban. The CIA is funding ISIS through secret Swiss bank accounts. I bet that wouldn't be hard to believe. Army intelligence officer. Dr. Scott Bennett. What's up, Dr. Scott Bennett? So 30 FBI agents checked into the Mandalay Bay Hotel 2 days before the shooting in Las Vegas. Oh, I wonder why. What is a targeted individual? Let's see what this is. There's a lot of Nazi symbolism under CIA, which is really confusing because, or convenient, because that's exactly how I see them. The targeted individual is a victim of government weaponization nominated by the deep state operatives at the FBI to unwillingly participate in an experimental CIA torture program through their placement in 2 secret categories of the terrorist data screening database. The TSDB includes conservative and patriots classified by the FBI as domestic terrorists, even though they do not represent a threat to national security and are not screened as such when traveling. 75% of those targeted by the FBI don't know it because the tactics used with them are plausibly deniable. On the CIA end of it, victims are tortured with electromagnetic weapons and mind control tactics. Our numbers reflect that at least 62% suffer from the microwave auditory effect known as the voice to skull or V2K. These victims are negligently diagnosed as psychotic or schizophrenic and consequently illegally hospitalized and deprived of their freedom. Oh my God, this happened to me so many times. I've been illegally hospitalized probably 30 times. 30. And in the last 12 years, probably 4. But I haven't been illegally hospitalized ever since I found out these existed, since 2018. So, that's what's up. When you find out they exist, you can treat them differently. You can act... If you don't know they're happening, then... Like my girlfriend, she'll abuse the shit out of me. She has no clue it's happening. They're fucking torturing the shit out of her. They'll fucking spin through her head for hours and hours and hours. She'll walk through the door, and there I am, and she'll fucking go off. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And like, little does she know that she's been just fucking tortured the shit out of for hours and hours, and I'm the target. She'll go off. Meanwhile, they'll be torturing the shit out of me too. So like, they'll be torturing the shit out of me, and then they'll use her to hurt me too. And then they'll use you, the people that are subtweeting and stuff like that, to hurt me too. So you're working for the CIA if you're subtweeting me, by the way. You may as well just fucking be a part of the CIA. You may as well get sponsored by them if you're subtweeting me about some shit that you think that I should do. On the FBI DHS coordinated side of the program, victims are denied justice in courts of law, denied benefits from government agencies, overbilled for taxes and utilities, subject to traffic interventions due to silent hits and triggered by the Threat Screening Center, persecuted by the IRS, victimized by break-ins, illegal surveillance, harassment, and stalking. Private companies collude by delivering wrong or damaged purchases, poisoning food, or reporting any service at your property through an FBI portal created for that purpose. The ultimate goal of this program is to control the entire population through intimidation, fear, and threats. Whistleblowers, conservative activists such as January 6th and anti-vaxxers are some of the main target program. However, and that's the thing, January 6th and anti-vaxxers, they're the biggest targets of the program, but nobody's going to stick up for them. So, who cares if this happens? A lot of people have been seeing this. I've been reporting it for years. And nobody gives a shit. It's like crazy. Nobody cares unless it's happening to them. It's fucking crazy. I'm not January 6th or anti-vaxxers. I'm a randomly chosen person. Because before I threatened the government back in 2012, or indirectly threatened them, which I didn't threaten them. It wasn't a threat from me. I didn't perceive it as a threat. I just said I'd choose $50 million over them being shot with handcuffs on. The U.S. military police complex. That's what they made me say. They already used V2K weapons on me to make me say that. By torturing me that night. They had a police officer come talk shit to me. And then I turned around and tweeted that I said that on Facebook. They said it to me to say it. But before I said that, it was because I knew that 9/11 was an inside job and I was spreading it on Facebook. So they had to find a way to bring me down and use you to agree with that cause so that you can also agree that I should be taken down. So they made all that up. They created that terrorism. They brought terror into my life. They created terrorism in my life like crazy. They are terrorists. The CIA are the best, most successful terrorists in history. So you get it, right? We can move on to the next topic. Current events. Let's do another dab. No, we shouldn't. Let's do tweet time. Let's look at tweets. I want to look at tweets. Hold on. Let's look at tweets. I think this will be our last thing, and then we'll close out with more of my music. Let's put on some music in the meantime. Yo, me wanting to flirt. Some guy in his head. Yo, you like flipping logs and see what kind of bugs are underneath? Bro, I was looking for my phone with a flashlight on my phone. Where was it? Step into my office. Step into my office. Since we're wearing bonners, figured we could call ourselves the Bonnet Boys. We thought of that up our own, pa. You've aged. You can save this cake by adding well. You've aged well. Then he says, well. Well, you've aged. This is a pill bottle for a dry top for a Focus. Are you kidding? Who does that? A pill bottle, bro. Oh, this is so cool. Check this out. Okay, so
what's the problem, nigga? What's the problem, nigga? Eat by yourself, you must wanna get devoured, nigga.
Bitch, I'm bringing the realest in it, I'm killing the record, no Guinness. When I said it, I meant it. If hip-hop's a family tree, I'm the illest descendant. Familiar with the bars like a defendant, I hope you never attempted. A Tory Hanzo with the mic is fight or flight, I push a whole setback. Rap bebop, bitch, I'm jet black. Life tried to take mine young, this to get back.
So go check that out. Is that out yet? Video out now, let's check it out. Is it on YouTube? There we go. Where is it? What happened? Is there a video? Oh, they have a whole album out?
Why you bully me?
What's the problem, nigga? What's the problem, nigga? Cause we both got the same 24 hours, nigga. What's the problem, nigga? What's the problem, nigga? Eat by yourself, you must wanna get devoured, nigga. Hey, why you get down on your nigga? You ain't have to stay up late and sit out on them niggas. You done have to park the whip and get out on them niggas. Nowadays that back door open tryna get out on a nigga. It's a hit out on a nigga. Shots go off, make you have to get out on your nigga. You don't want this smoke, you better sit it out on this one. I'm moving how I'm supposed to move, I'm staying out the way. These niggas gon' break all the rules, so I don't wanna play. Pull up Uncle Ice, they tryna kidnap your little daughter. Know how they got the low, they put a tracker on your charger. The streets getting dumb, so you gotta be smarter. Gotta ride behind that tent and keep them clippers like a barber. What's the problem, nigga? What's the problem, nigga? Why you hating if a nigga going harder than you? What's the problem, nigga? What's the problem, nigga? They got their eye on your food cause they starving, nigga. What's the problem, nigga? What's the problem, nigga? Cause we both got the same 24 hours, nigga. What's the problem, nigga? What's the problem, nigga? Eat by yourself, you must wanna get devoured, nigga.
Bitch, I'm bringing the realest in it. I'm killing the record, no Guinness. When I said it, I meant it. If hip-hop's a family tree, I'm the illest descendant. Familiar with the bars like a defendant. I hope you never attempted. Hattori Hanzo with the mic is fight or flight. I push a whole setback. Rap bebop, bitch, I'm jet black. Life tried to take mine young. This the get back. Only setback, I ain't get a Billy yet. Fuck a million, bitch, I want a William. What you think Bill's short for? The four-door Logic and Juicy J on this album hotter than Mordor. Back in the day, I rode the bus in the way back. Now I'm in the back of the Maybach on a lake flat. Like, take that, bumping James Brown, payback. Niggas that hate on Logic, deep down know that they whack. Smoking sushi at Nobu, I always stay with APAC. My tables turn by turning my tables like A-Track. I know a couple dealers got keys like A-Flat. I'm trying to get paid. Tell me what you know about having a vision, but the world always wanna doubt. Bitch made motherfuckers only want the clout. They don't know about what it takes, they don't know about none of the stakes. I do this for the greats, till the day I see the gates. Goddamn, I'm feeling great, money in the safe, pull up in the rain for a year.
Good shit. Let's look at more tweets. I don't know what this is. Yo, if you want some of this oil, go to soulcannabis.com. Type in barely and check out. Dude, I wasn't ready for today, but I totally did it. I'm gonna watch this back and be so proud of myself. Maybe I'll think I'm crazy and none of it made any sense, but I think it made some sense. Let's watch this. I didn't watch this yet. Let's watch this.
Holy shit, dude, we almost got shot. Okay, how should we get out of here? How
You don't know Bugger, so wherever you're fucking slacking.
The Atlantic Ocean.
Okay, I'll follow your lead, Marcus. Should we really be walking? Like, I don't really think this is the time to aura farm. Holy shit, dude, we almost got shot.
I think you're overreacting.
Yeah, no, I'm totally overreacting right now. There's dead people all around us. Come on, Long John Silver, let's go.
He's walking into them.
Oh God, it's a tank in front of us, Marcus. It's a tank. Holy shit. Yeah.
Have you had a nice weekend?
Is this really the right time to talk about this? It was a nice weekend, though. Okay. How should we get out of here?
If you don't know Marcus, you've been slacking. Marcus has some classics, bro. Let's watch some of Marcus's classics. Hold on, let's watch it. Hold on. Hold on, not this one. This is another one. Okay, this one.
How have you been?
I've been good. I was about to go check up on this gas station. You want me to buy you some snacks? Oh no, it's the green guy.
Do they have?
It's the freaking green guy. Look.
Oh my God, Marcus!
Green guy, the frog guy. They don't like you, man. I'm sorry. All right.
What do you mean they don't like
Dear
me?
God, shut your damn mouth, you insufferable, contorted, shriveled testicle, having dumb ass tadpole.
Marcus, stop!
Bitch ass.
Marcus, stop! Marcus, stop!
Oh my God! Did you just insta-give him? Like, where did he go? He just vanished.
Robert.
Yeah.
Don't let this get out.
Okay.
Hold on, there's another one. We gotta watch the first one. Hold on, where's the first one? That's not the one. We just watched that. Come on, give it to me. I should have saved it. I don't know where it is. I have it in my bookmarks somewhere. Let's look up my bookmarks. Okay, so let's watch.
How should we get out of here? How should we get out of here, Marcus?
The Atlantic Ocean.
Okay, I'll follow your lead, Marcus. Should we really be walking? Like, I don't really think this is the time to aura farm.
I don't think
Holy shit, dude, we almost got shot.
I think you're overreacting.
Yeah, no, I'm totally overreacting right now. There's dead people all around us. Come on, Long John Silver, let's go. Oh God, it's a tank in front of us, Marcus. It's a tank. Holy shit. Yeah.
Have you had a nice weekend?
Is this really the right time to talk about this? It was a nice weekend, though. Okay. How should we get out of here?
He's a worm. Have you had a nice... I need to see his first one. Okay, so this is why you shouldn't be Buddhist, because these cats need pet. Look at them! He's in his fucking folds of his clothes, wrestling. How could you not love the shit out of that? Stop praying! Stop! There's cats there for you! Get them! Oh my God. Honestly, he's probably sitting there going, thank God these cats are playing over me right now. I gotta thank God over this. When he can't just stop and enjoy himself. Like, that's the problem right there. Oh my goodness. Be me, autistic child, watching grandma get lowered into her grave, not crying. Screams at me that I'm a psychopath. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Who does that? You psycho. So everything is a sign if you're crazy enough. I love this because right and left, so like everything you perceive to be on one side or another and up and down, as above so below, everything you perceive to be is a sign of what could eventually lead to a current now and what you see now. So like this is literally true. Like, if you're crazy enough, if you can get down to the nitty gritty of what's going on here, everything is a sign. It's beautiful. I love the way I live my life because whether I'm being tortured or not, that doesn't really matter because I'm still awake and I get to see all the beauty that each culture has to offer on our way down. So, like, it doesn't really matter to me because I get to experience the pain and the loveliness and the pleasure and the torture and everything. I get to experience. For some reason, they don't hurt me. They chose me. They said, we choose you to do this for us. So here's the thing. If you let it happen, if you let them torture these citizens, you deserve it. And whether those citizens or not do, if you know about it and you let it continue, then you deserve it to happen to you. So I'm hoping this gets out and people know about that. So like, you probably shouldn't let it happen because it's pretty fucked up. But ultimately, I wouldn't be able to be here telling you these very important philosophical and psychological demanding topics if I weren't to be like tortured to the point that I was previously. So like, I've recovered and I've healed a lot, but I still get harassed. I actually recently got harassed by the police. The police led me home one day and then brake checked me in front of my house. What the fuck? I was so taken back I didn't call the police for 4 hours to report it. I didn't know if I should report it or if it was like, if I'm going to get in trouble from my probation officer, which I'm on probation for reporting 9/11 or for abusing 9/11 for telling them that V2K weapons happened. They said, we can't do anything about that. You're getting reported for 9/11 abuse charges, Charles. And they sent it to court. So I had to plead. I mean, I couldn't say that V2K weapons are real because they don't exist in reality. I mean, they do exist, but people don't believe they exist. So, like, I've been on... Fuck, my psychiatrists have been performing malpractice on me for the last 9 years. My therapist that I had for 4 years actually quit because I was such a challenging case that he couldn't handle it anymore. Because what I say is real. Like, I say a lot of real shit. Why don't we leave it here? Picture of the day. Picture of the day. Why don't we leave it here? All right, I'm going to head out. You guys, I hope you enjoyed the first episode. This was just my philosophy, episode 1. My philosophy on the podcast. What we're going to be doing over the next course of whatever. I'm going to be looking up quotes and breaking them down next week. If there's anybody that wants to be on my podcast, let me know. Hit me up. DM me on BarelyHere11 at BarelyHere11 on Twitter. If you want to be on my podcast, if you want to challenge my thoughts, if you want to talk about something that may be good or bad for anybody else, I don't know, whatever you think of. we could use topics to talk about because we can't just do this forever. My philosophies. So basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at other. I'm gonna go into my books. We're gonna pull out sections of books, and we can do that forever. So we're gonna pull out sections of books and dissect them for our philosophy discussions, and then we'll go through current events again, and then we'll go through music that we discover to have the cover our philosophies and stuff like that. So that'll be fun. Thank you for coming through for the Barely Heard podcast. This was fun. I didn't see the chat the whole time, so if my mom's already out of here, I love you, mommy. She probably left because people have been saying nasty things in chat. I don't know, but I love you. Have a good night.